All right, so here we have a goal from the Melbourne Global Series, NHL Series. And this goal is scored here by the Phoenix Coyotes against the LA Kings. And this is a goal from behind the goal line. And it's a situation that can happen a lot. And I'm not sure that players always look to score from here. But as goalies, if we put ourselves in a bad position, they can score from anywhere. So let's watch this goal first, and then we'll break it down after. So you can see Keller's going to shoot this from behind the goal line. It's going to go up, seam, back across. He's just going to keep walking around and bank it off the back of Phoenix Copley there. So, a couple things on this one. When this puck comes across here, I actually really like how Phoenix Copley plays this. So this is going to be a seam pass. It's going to go low, and it's going to go seam. Now, when it's seamed, he slides to this post, which is perfect. That's exactly what he should do. Post to post, take away the majority of the net there. Now what happens is as he slides, he allows himself to get outside the net. Okay? So he keeps going. Now that he's outside the net, Keller has his back to shoot it off of. What Copley does to recover is he lifts this right knee and tries to push himself back into the net. The problem with that is that if you lift your right knee like that, you're facing up ice away from this puck. If they shoot this, you have no chance to react to stop it from hitting you and going in. And originally, he tries to do the right thing. So he's going to come across. See how his left foot is up, dug into the ice? He's trying to stay square to this puck, but what he should do now is, instead of continuing to push this way, he should cut back with this left foot and get himself flat on the goal line. Okay? Imagine if he cut back with this foot. Now he's inside the net. There's going to be very little to shoot at for Keller from this angle. There's going to be very little to shoot at. And if he's inside the net, as Keller moves down, he's not going to have the bank, right? He's going to have to move it somewhere, maybe try to force it to this guy or pass it behind the net to this guy over here. But he's not going to have this bank shot off his back. So let's watch this one more time. He comes across. Nice butterfly. He lifts this foot to stop himself. That's fine. That's perfect. But now, instead of letting himself continue outside the net and lift now his right foot to stop himself, he should just keep this left foot lifted and cut back into the net. Okay? So because he stops himself with his right foot and allows himself to get outside the net, now you can see this guy has an angle to put it off his butt and in. And good shooters will score from anywhere. So even if they're below the goal line, they're still looking for things to shoot at. So you have to be very careful about putting yourself outside the net when the puck's going to be behind the goal line, because it's very easy to score off of you. Same goes if you're in your reverse VH. You don't want to be leaning outside this post, because that gives the shooter the back of your shoulder or the back of your head or something to shoot the puck off of and score. So this is a quick situation. Copley's trying to stay square to this puck the whole time, and I think that's why he goes up with his right foot. If you want to go into the VH, that's okay, but you can't VH outside the post. In this situation, when the puck's below the goal line, if the puck's above the goal line, you can VH a little bit, in front of the post. But if it's behind the goal line, you can't be VH'd outside the net. You have to cut yourself into the net with that left foot there and get yourself flat. Now you can see he VHs outside the net. Now he's trying to push himself back into the net. And because he's pushing himself back into the net with his foot and a little bit of his body outside and him facing up ice, he has no chance to react to this puck, and the player just shoots it off his back and in.